Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the War in Pacific, as we continue. So, we have our invasion on its way, an invasion force on its way. So we have roughly over 10,000 troops there, which is pretty fantastic. We do have a good amount of fuel, actually. Sorry, supply, 25,209 tons of fuel. God damn it, supply. So, elements of the 1st and 2nd Division, which is good. There we go. Actually, no, elements of... This is all elements of the 4th Division, but different regiments. So, 4th Division A... Yeah, 1, 2... A... 2, 3... 4... Yeah, there we go. 5. That makes sense. Okay, they should be there within a short while. And we do have forces spotted off the coast here. Interestingly, we do have some actual freighters not too far away. Not too far away. Now, I really do need to lock down the Torres Strait. So what we're going to do here is going to form a new patrol route for them. Okay, so I'm going to change it so they're more into the center here. Right, that should interdict them quite nicely. Especially as we're going up over here too. That's good. Right then. So there's a number of Australian ships still moving here. Importantly, some tankers. So let's do these orders here. Okay. Plenty of ships around Sydney. Plenty. Okay, that's pretty good. Supposedly a carrier escort. Okay, now that is extremely interesting, and I will respond to that. Now let's march our resources. So, we have the task force over here. They're heading back to rearm, which is fine. What do we have in terms of the... Right, okay, so they're going to have to refuel shortly. What we'll do then is have them replenish at sea. Yep, no good, that's fine. Okay. So I do have the remnants of Kiributai. Now Karga is pretty much ready to go. Soru, ready to go. Akagi. Okay, so we have 3 carriers there. A good number of destroyers. Okay. Right. So we have 65 planes on board Karga, we have 53 planes on board Soru, and 61 on board, was that a Kargi? That was a Kargi. Okay, so that's a decent striking force. What we're going to do here is have these guys refuel the task force. Okay, so replenish at sea, there we go. Now... I mean, this is an incredibly valuable force here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some ships from that task force. I mean, that's a lot of destroyers there, but that's most definitely worthwhile. In fact, I'm going to go all out here. We're going to need a lot of them. In fact, what we'll do then is we'll send all the ones at about 4,000 capacity. Well, sorry, range. Okay, there we go. Right. Now, you're going to return to truck. Task force routing, safest. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to begin to route you towards Sydney. So set your home port as truck. There we go. Right, I'm going to change your destination to Sydney. I'm going to have them meet on the way. I think we'll meet up at Lord Howe Island. We'll meet up over in that area there. But what we're going to do then is we're going to meet up with the battleships over here of Autumn Breeze. No. That's a good strong force there. Very good. Then we have the battleship Nagato. We have Fuso, Yamashiro, Isi, and Hyuga. Along with the heavy cruisers Miyoko, Haguro, Nachi, Kako, Yora. Yora being a light cruiser. Okay. Okay, follow task force. And have them follow Kirabutai. Okay, so we have a beginning of a strike force being built here. I don't imagine there would be that much around Sydney. But the possibility of this being a carrier is too good to pass up. If that is a carrier, especially if it is an American carrier. If it was a British carrier, possibly like an escort carrier or something like that nature, I would be very happy to take it out as well. But the greatest thing here is the possibility that it is in fact a American carrier. Now what I may do is actually route some actual additional carriers from Winter's Touch. And now we do have... Right, so these are the light carriers. So I must... Right, here we go. We have our other carrier group here. So 51 planes on board. We've Hiro Shokaku has 72. Zuikaku has 72. So this is a more powerful carrier fleet. But what we're going to do is we're going to use this one to dominate the Torres Strait. That is the idea here. Right, so we're going to change that and have it safer. There we go, that's a lot better for me as well. Sweet. Okay. Carrier air patrol, also combat air patrol. Okay, naval attack. Escort. Well, then again, I'll have you on sweep. No. Naval attack, escort. Okay, we'll set that for all the fighters in this hex. There we go. I'm going to increase your altitude to 20,000 feet. Right, now the Val dive bombers. Alright. Port attack. We'll go with airfield attack, should they have the capabilities to do so. Now, fatigue is 0, which is good. Their morale is very, very high. That's fantastic. Major skills, naval bomb and land bombing, defensive. Apparently. Okay. Now, altitude is only 6,000 feet. We'll lower that to about 3,000 feet. There we go. Now the Kates are torpedo bombers. So naval attack. Yeah, port attack. 3,000 feet. No. I could have you operate out at 7 hexes. What is the range of the Zeros? The Zeros have a range of 9. Okay, so the Zeros and the torpedo dive bombs could operate at this longer range of 9 hexes. Do I want them to operate with the dive bombs though? I think I'd rather have a combined arms force strike package. I'll have the fighters move at a larger range, but I think having these guys work together, unless I can increase it to 9. Let's see. No, your maximum is 7. Okay. Right, so I'll have them work together. I think that's a better way to do things. Mostly because they can operate together that way. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. They can dominate the area around here in the Coral Sea. And then obviously as we assemble the task force, and what I'd need to do then is assemble a submarine strike force. I need a submarine that has the capability to launch a scout plane. I need information about what's going on. The I-10. Okay, you do have a scout plane. I think high altitude isn't a terrible thing, so what we'll do then is we'll have it about 15,000 feet. So that's a naval surge. That's what I need to know. I don't want to send it over land. I-20. Okay. You can be armed with mines. So we're running low on torpedoes, actually. Okay, just keep up the good work there, lads. Right. So regarding Wake Island, we did have a disastrous engagement, which in my opinion wasn't fair. I do think that was unfair to say that they had 0 combat value and then all of a sudden 50 combat value. It's like, well, that's not exactly fair, isn't it? Right, defend. We'll keep them defending. I mean, I can keep on bombarding the enemy here. I mean, we do have all this capability to continue this for a long time yet. So, they'll eventually give in. The only issue is I don't want a enemy aircraft carrier to come out of somewhere or a submarine to attack us. But we do have a good amount of destroyer cover, light cruisers, heavy cruisers. It's a lot of firepower here. Eventually I'll have to go and rearm, which just put me in danger, but the thing is I do have all these secondary guns, so we do have some actual firepower still. Right, some bombardment, yep, stay in position here. That's exactly what I want you to do. Right, cargo. Okay, now Pearl Harbor. We are still covering that with a great number of submarines. I'm more covering the side facing the US than the side facing Asia. Mostly due to the fact that I think a lot of these ships will be coming from the US, at least through the Panama Canal. Right, we still have a presence of American submarines, possibly British submarines, possibly French as well. Okay, now the war in China. It's definitely evolving. Right, this is still being carried out, that's good. We do have the air war over there, i.e. I am bombing the hell out of them. Right, transport. We are moving south as fast as absolutely possible. I'm trying to marshal forces in this area. We do have to deal with 940 British troops over here. We do have a large force, about 7,000. Actually, no, that's over 10,000 troops, maybe 11,000 troops moving down towards them. We do have a force here of roughly 2,000 troops, so that should be enough to hold them anyway. So that's looking good. Now, industry. Let's see. Industry. Okay. So we are losing out here. We do need to actually gain more resources. So in all honesty, I do need to invest resources in Borneo. Definitely do need to do that. I'll do that later on though. I mean, I can take Borneo in the future. I'd rather take Java, the pearl of the Dutch East Indies. We still have a large amount of activity over here, in fact. This is an area that I have a blind spot in. Possibly tanker there. The invasion of the Philippines is going ahead. It's not doing too badly, actually. Not doing too badly. We are capturing a number of bases. We do have an engagement over here. Right. Bombard. We have heavy artillery here. Right, deliberate. I'd rather bombard. Bombardment. Okay, we'll do that. I'd rather not risk everything. We do have extra troops moving up. Those are engineers, but they can build a base there for me if needed. I do need to try and build up air power over here. That's for damn sure. I mean, the good news is once I do take the Philippines, I don't need to spare submarines to guard around it, just in case ships escape or try to escape, i.e. tankers and cargo ships. Importantly, troop ships. I mean, we have sunk a number of troop ships around this area, so that's good news. Okay. So just double check Wake Island. Wherever the hell it is. I mean, I will have to go to the Aleutian Isles at some point in the future. Right, and they're on bombardment. I'll set them to bombardment. There we go. Keep up with that bombardment. Okay, that seems good to me. Weather. is going to be clear. It's overcast in this quadrant, but clear in the center where we need it. But yes, I'm very, very interested in this down here in Sydney. I want to know what's going on there. Especially if there is indeed a carrier. I do need to know about that. Right, so I'm going to have the I-22 actually patrol alongside the other submarines in that area by Sydney. It's too much of an opportunity to pass up, to be honest. Alright, there we go, we're going to increase our presence. I mean, we are abandoning Tasmania for now. Melbourne isn't going to be covered, but that's fine. Isn't Canberra the capital of Australia? Honestly, it's like, it'd be so easy to say Melbourne, but I think Canberra is actually the capital of Australia. I honestly am not entirely sure. I'm pretty damn sure it's Canberra. It's just weird. I don't know why you'd have that as a capital, but anyway. I don't know, I'm probably going to be wrong on that one. So, if you're Australian, don't hate me, you filthy colonial. I'm fairly certain I'm probably right. Probably. Okay. Honestly, I might consider boosting the production of submarines. I think they could be really goddamn useful. I do want to try and boost the production of these Zeros. I think having air superiority is by far the most important thing, especially for the Japanese. Especially for the Japanese. And the Japanese did have the superior range. It's just, it doesn't really matter once you get to a point where the enemy can just use land-borne air assets. Well, land-based air assets. Right, here we go. Show me the money. One day we will end up sinking one of these American submarines. One day. Or possibly British, just allied submarines. I mean, the net is working. They are reacting. They are aware of enemy submarine activity. Which is a good news, which is a good point, and which is working for us. I just need to reduce... Oh, hello. Oh, shit. So our subchaser actually hit a mine there. Damn. Okay, these B-17 raids are difficult to deal with because I have absolutely nothing in that area. They're not doing too much damage. Okay, bombarding. Okay, so we've damaged the runway, we've damaged the port. But, yeah, no losses for the garrison there. That's not good. That's fine, just keep up the bombardment. And the bombardment affects their fatigue, which is fantastic. I think it affects their morale too, so we're going to keep up the bombardment as long as possible. And then I'll rearm, come back, bombard, rearm, come back, bombard. And the most important thing here is if I can maintain carrier supremacy in the Pacific Ocean, then that is ridiculously huge. I mean, the thing about the Japanese-American War... Hello! Nice. Okay, now see, I'd rather them use the deck gun than to use precious torpedoes. But fine. Right, 2 allied ships. 8 allied ships, 5 allied ships. Right, we are sighting them. Radio transmissions near Saipan. And I initially was going to send the carriers to support the operations in China, but I think the possibility of an American aircraft carrier or an aircraft carrier in general is just far too important to pass over. China will still be there, Hong Kong will still be there. Eventually Hong Kong will fall regardless anyway, but American carriers can project real power. Okay, inflicting good losses there. I mean, ultimately, their small fry, as in like 100 plus casualties, isn't so much. But on a daily basis, that is. Good response. Nice. Ba ba ba. Right, so they made it through, but one Buffalo was destroyed. Here we go. What do we have in the area? Right. That's gonna die. Are the Zeros here actually using munitions or something? Oh, they do have 2 60-kilogram bombs. Okay, well that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Fiona. Carlisle. Darvel. Yeah, notice Damn. Okay, so one has been destroyed. Two of them are heavy fires, heavy damage. One of them is heavily on fire. Yeah. The important thing was that it said heavy casualties, so there has been a number of deaths in here. That convoy isn't going to make it. I do like the amount of activity in the area here. I mean, the Tora Strait has been such a funnel for the Allies. Good, Catalina. I absolutely hate those water beasts. That is not good. But at least two of them were destroyed, one of them was damaged. But yeah, for us to lose a fighter plane is not good. So we have had two Capes, oh sorry, Napes taken out. 3. 4. 5. Damn. 6, 7. Yep, zero's out. Okay. So, one only confirmed destroyed. The two that spun away on fire may have been destroyed. It's interesting that it doesn't give you all those details, because they weren't confirmed. Yeah, they're gonna get butchered. Come on. Get a hit. Damn it. Now, we did get a hit on it, though. That's good news. Any damage is good. Hello. Okay, you better survive. Lawrence. So we have 2 American destroyers over here. That's interesting. 4 torpedoes, goddamn. mean, it's hard to hit a destroyer, to be honest. You have a very slim chance there. And ultimately, unless you dive immediately, you have... you're in for trouble. Right, Hong Kong. It's the Kowloon Brigade. That's what's doing me. Inevitably, though, they are taking losses. I mean, what I should do is I should try to marshal like armored forces to actually attack Hong Kong. And then again, they're not good against forces in urban combat. Doing very good here. Okay. Their combat potential is dropping, however. That's good news. Yeah. Our reinforcements are on their way. Okay. There we go, airfield expanding. Awesome. Awesome. Right. Cool. Right, so we have 4, 5, 6. 6 known allied submarines off the coast of Japan. Oh, 7. 7. Off the coast of Japan. Off the coast of the Home Isles. I'd love to take that tanker. How long until they actually arrive there? That'd be why. Yeah, it's going to take them a while. It's just going to take them a while. A couple off the coast here. I can't believe we had one that hit a mine bone just over here, wasn't it? The carriers are in the area now. See, now that could be potentially the large vessel, at least the carrier escort, potential carrier, could be around this area. So we do need to be careful. You do have the Kirishima battleship in there with the Tone, Chikuma, Abukuma, Tenru, and a decent number of destroyers, and a good amount of air power, but you're not invincible. Okay, now Palmyra, actually let's check on Fiji. So I'm not seeing anything around Fiji right now. There does tend to be a few ships around there. Palmyra, where are we? There we go. So I'm not seeing anything at Palmyra, but I keep that island covered. Right, nothing spotted around Hawaii. Okay, you're heading back. Just off the coast of San Francisco. I do need some submarines over here. To be honest, what would I be better off doing? Covering Hawaii or covering the American coast? I think I'd be better off covering Hawaii because there's only a finite amount of resources on Hawaii. While the US mainland, they have infinite resources. There's absolutely no way I can stop that. The reason why I would try to cover the American coast is prevent bloody tankers from heading out from there, but it's a lot easier to interdict them at Hawaii because they're going to have to go to Hawaii. They could make a island hop, but they're going to find that significantly more difficult if they were to travel to, like, Palmyra, for example. But even then, I have that covered. Okay. So yes, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope to see you again in the future. Do let me know what you thought down below. Do let me know your thoughts on the Chinese campaign, on the Battle of Wake Island, and also on the possibility of this being an American carrier. I mean, we've not seen them for a long time. We're almost certain that we destroyed the Lexington, but the possibility remains because we couldn't confirm it. But it's more or less dead. I'm pretty sure it's dead. But that leaves the Saratoga, and what was it? So we had Lexington, Saratoga. Was it the Yorktown? I think it was the Yorktown. I can't remember the name of the third one. But anyway, there's 2 more carriers around here somewhere from the American fleet. So if we take them out, that's a major victory. I'm not kidding, that's a major victory. And even if they have a few battleships, I don't care about battleships, I care about carriers. I mean, a battleship would be difficult to deal with, but I find it significantly easier to deal with a battleship, i.e. a surface spaceship that uses surface guns, than something that can project air power kilometers and kilometers away. So yeah, until next time guys, thank you for watching and goodbye.